Good morning, everyone. It is Throat Punch Thursday, February 18th, and we are looking at a pretty a red opening here. We're down about 100 points in the Dow. You can see here on the S&P futures, you can see we're just pulling back to the 8. So we aren't seeing a big trend change as of yet. But if you look back over the past couple of sessions, we're really kind of stuck in a little bit of a box here. So keep that in mind as we move forward in the day. I am going to I don't really have any setups to put out yet this morning. I'll take a look a little later and see if anything comes up. Here's the Dow Jones. Of course, we're not even pulling back to the 8 in that. And the NASDAQ. NASDAQ actually coming through the 8 here, looking at the 20. We'll see. We can see here that we've gone through the 20 before and popped right back up over it. So it's been a while since we've spent any decent time below the 20 here. So back in October, we spent about a week. So we'll keep an eye on that. There are just a few that I want to go over that I do like. Maybe not setting up for today, but certainly ones to keep an eye on. EXPE, Expedia Group, really nice candle yesterday. And again, I think this is just people looking forward, not looking backward, looking forward to booking vacations, things like that. Starting to see more commercials and things like that on TV about travel. And so kind of watching Expedia Group here for I would like to see a little bit of a pullback, maybe even all the way to the 3. It is pulling back just a little bit here this morning, but keep an eye on those. I'll be watching the 150s. There in EXP out in April, but I don't think this is really going to set up quite today. It might, but I don't think so. And Exxon Mobil actually looking really nice. The energies, several of these are doing, energy and oil are doing very well. I like this one, had a nice gap. We held the gap, so a nice little bullish gap here. We pulled red a bit this morning, and now we're pushing back up through, attempting to push through yesterday's close there. So that all looking good. In Exxon Mobil, I would look out to the 416.55s on those. And that's really about it. You can take a look at XLE. That's the energy sector. Looks very similar to XOM. So, but you can take a look at that and see if maybe instead of playing just a name that you play the whole basket of stocks. So that's an option here. Financials continue to look pretty decent. I'm in Goldman Sachs. A little bit of a pullback. We're still up over 8% on that. But Goldman's financials still continuing to take a nice little move on up here. Okay, so that is it for me this morning. I know it's not a lot. We do have jobless claims this morning. We have Roku earnings after the bell, so some good stuff coming up. Roku, probably a decent day trader here today. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. The Bitcoin plays, my GBTC is down today. Well, it's still up overall more than 30%, but we're down today almost 2% here in the pre-market, which is, you know what, that it pushed those really nice highs. I did put a sell in at 56.50 for a third of my position there. That's just based on these the Fibonacci lines I drew from the top of the gap here. So this is the most recent move. Drew the Fibonacci lines, and the extension takes us up there to 56.60, but I want to get out just a little bit before that. So there's certainly some decent plays out there, but the market overall just not really giving us a clear direction nor a trend change yet, right? 3 red days here. Of course, we don't know if this is going to end up being a red day, but just pulling back to the 8 is not a scary thing. It feels like it, and I know we look at our portfolios and we're like, oh my God, everything I'm in is red today. It's okay. These things, markets breathe. They can't just continue to go straight up, and we survived this here. We survived a little dip here. We survived this. So we too will survive whatever is going to happen here. All right, everyone, have an awesome Throat Punch Thursday. Watch for those initial jobless claims, and I will see you in the chat room.